Tragic betrayal. Fulani bandits. Kill abducted. ECWA, pastor in Kwara. Despite 5 million naira ransom payment. In a chilling escalation of Nigeria's spiraling insecurity, bandits suspected to be Fulani militants have executed Reverend James Audu Issa, a dedicated pastor of the Evangelical Church Winning All, ECWA. Even after his family and community scraped together a 5 million naira ransom to secure his release. The killing, confirmed late Wednesday in Kwara State's Patigi local government area, has sent shockwaves through the nation's Christian communities, highlighting the brazen ruthlessness of criminal gangs terrorizing the north-central region. Reverend Issa, an indigene of Ndanaku community and a spiritual shepherd to the Ekati parish of ECWA, was snatched from his pastorium on the night of August 28, 2025. The assailants, described by locals as Fulani outlaws, armed with sophisticated weapons, stormed the remote farming village under the cover of darkness, overpowering the cleric without resistance. The kidnappers wasted no time issuing demands, an exorbitant 100 million naira, a sum that would bankrupt even the most affluent families in the agrarian locale. Desperate negotiations ensued, with the victims' relatives, church members, and sympathetic villagers pooling meager resources savings, livestock sales, and community contributions to haggle the amount down to 5 million naira. It was a collective cry for mercy, one anonymous church elder told Family Writers Press International, his voice cracking over the phone. The ransom was delivered through intermediaries, a tense handover in the bush that the family hoped would end the ordeal. But the bandits' treachery knew no bounds. Mere hours after pocketing the 5 million naira equivalent to about $3,000, the gang contacted the family with a fresh ultimatum: an additional 45 million naira, or Reverend Issa would die. Before any further talks could commence, the pastor was slain in cold blood. His body was later dumped in a remote thicket, discovered by search parties on October 2, 2025, bearing signs of brutal torture. Eyewitness accounts and community statements paint a picture of calculated sadism. "They called us laughing, saying the money was just a taste," recounted a relative in a statement shared via Nupeko TV, a local media outlet. This ransom for murder tactic, where abductors extract payments only to kill their captives, has become a hallmark of bandit operations in Kwara North, instilling paralyzing fear among residents. The ECWA Church, one of Nigeria's largest Protestant denominations, issued a somber communique confirming the death, mourning Issa as a faithful servant whose light was extinguished too soon. This atrocity unfolds against a backdrop of unrelenting violence in Kwara State, where Fulani bandit groups often indistinguishable from jihadist affiliates like Boko Haram or ISWAP have transformed rural expanses into killing fields. Patigi and neighboring Edu local government areas have borne the brunt, with farmers abandoning fields due to abductions, raids, and extortion. Just days before Issa's confirmation of death, on October 2nd, bandits kidnapped a police officer named Ezra along the Patigi-Lad Road, underscoring the impotence of security forces in the face of well-armed marauders. Statistics from local advocacy groups like the International Society for Civil Liberties and the Rule of Law paint a grim portrait. Over 1,200 kidnappings reported in Kwara alone since 2024, with Christians disproportionately targeted in faith-motivated attacks. Reverend Issa's case echoes a string of similar horrors. Pastors like Reverend David Musa in Kogi State, killed in 2023 after ransom payment, and Reverend Dauda Bature in Kaduna, slain in 2021 despite preaching to his captors, where economic gain masks deeper ideological animus. Critics argue that these acts, while framed as banditry, often carry jihadist undertones, with perpetrators invoking religious slurs during assaults. Reverend James Audu Issa's story is a microcosm of Nigeria's banditry epidemic, where over 7,000 lives, many Christian, have been claimed in faith-related violence this year alone. From the Yelawata massacre in Benue, 280 slain in June, to serial abductions in Plateau, the pattern is clear. Fulani militants exploit ungoverned spaces, blending herder-farmer disputes with Islamist zealotry. Ransoms, once a grim negotiation tool, now often precede executions, eroding trust in both state protection and the humanity of perpetrators. As Ekati buries its pastor, the question lingers. How many more must pay only to be betrayed? For Issa's flock, the answer lies not just in justice, but in resilience, a testament to a faith that bandits can extort but never extinguish.